I'm gonna prep this motor for my attempt at getting it running on my 49 Chevy pickup. So it'll be a few days, but I'm gonna let it sit because this thing has not been started or ran for over 30 years. This is the car itself. So I got this Marvel mixture oil. I'm gonna, pick these guys up. I'm gonna take spark plug out, dump a little of that in it, let it set for a few days. Do it the right way because this was my grandpa's truck. The truck itself, I'll walk you around. It's a 1949. It was out of New Mexico. That's where my grandpa had it. It was in a my uncle brought it back from New Mexico about 30 years ago, before my grandpa or my father passed away, and it sat in a kind of an abandoned house in the garage for 30 years. There's a, I guess, cat who has figured out that you can climb through the one hole in that, so she's hanging out here. We cleaned out most of the messes in it. Some raccoons had made it home while it was in that garage. It's got this beautiful visor. It's got the Starlink. If you can't see that, it's got, that's from the Elon Musk. So basically it's a Tesla, I think. So rust wise or problems, there's a little spot here. It's hard to see it from there, but you can see it. Probably from mice or something crawling up in that double walled part underneath this thing. I'll say that better so I can edit it. It probably mice crawled in. There's that back panel is double walled, so they like to climb in there. I might be able to show you. The other is stake pocket. No big deal. Crap, as you can see, collects down in there. Turns into concrete almost, and then it rusted that guy out. Other than that, it's a pretty solid truck. Has a beautiful patina to me. We'll leave it alone for now. Mostly just get it running, but eventually we probably will restore it because I have another truck that I can make my patina truck. So that's this guy. This is pretty much how it was when we got it. I haven't really done anything. My understanding is it's a later 235 from instead of the 216 that would have been in it. No clue what it came out of or anything like that. It's pretty much all complete. My understanding is, from the last time I really talked to my uncle, my Uncle Danny, before he passed away, LaRue, my grandfather, he kind of filled it up with oil, and because he knew it was going to be sitting a little bit. I don't think he expected 30 years, but such is life. It's got pretty much everything: the downdraft tube, the distributor, the coil, the ballast resistor. Everything's not really been messed with. I mean, luckily mice didn't get into it. Up here it did have a lot, a lot of raccoon poop everywhere on it. But as for getting in the engine bay, nothing really. And like I said, it sat inside for 30 years. So I'm gonna set you guys over here. Okay, I'm gonna pop these spark plugs out so I can put some Marvel Mist Oil in it. If you never smelt it, the stuff smells amazing. Kind of like old gum that your mom or your grandpa would be carrying around. So
Clark's Tea-Berry Gum presents the Tea-Berry Shuffle. Have a little fun. Try Clark's Tea-Berry Gum.
in there. So down here. By the way, I threw a little bit of oil on this little boot that goes inside this spark plug thing, because otherwise the spark plugs always just get stuck. So okay, well, let's take a look at these guys. That's number 1, 2, 3, 4. Some of us must have had a valve open. It's the only first one that's like got a little bit of rust or corrosion on it. Hopefully you guys can see that okay. And this one too. But they'll run for now. Look like AC Delcos, 45s. One of you guys tell me how old these are. If you know how old this is, just let me know, because I sure don't. I'm gonna grab my funnel and we'll pop some Marvel Mist Oil on those. I'm like 99% sure this isn't locked up, but I'm gonna run it anyway. Yeah, I'm moving it, but doesn't hurt. Make sure you guys can see where I was turning it over. I'm gonna go grab my funnel so we can put it down in there. It'll work, or it won't. The other thing I use instead of this, I think works really well, is acetone and ATF. I'm sure everyone has heard that 1,000 times, but when you're really trying to do like you got a stuck bolt or something like that, okay. just gonna pull this around. Oh, there we go. There's a little bit of catch, but oh, already got myself. Yeah, next I'm gonna pop this cleaner off. Let's see. Oh, didn't even need to do all that. It was up there. I'm not quite sure why the throttle and linkage and all of that's disconnected. I don't have a clue on. But nothing's bound up. And it looks relatively clean down there. It's not rusty. You guys aren't going to see this very well. Well, I got a big lie. I lied. Let's see. Yeah, pretty clean. Like I said, I'm not quite sure what's going on with this being disconnected. I mean, that's some kind of vacuum line. I don't know if somebody... My uncle had a... where you can see what I'm doing. My uncle had a big grain truck, and this was in the garage when he was working on that. It is possible that he may have scavenged some parts off the carb, because I can't imagine my grandpa would have this off. But also looks like, guessing this is temp sensor. I'm not quite sure where that I'll find it, I'm sure. If you could tell me where this guy screws in on this block, I'd greatly appreciate it. Can't be far. Either that or it doesn't go on this block, because here's another guy. Tell me what these are. I'm sure they're for gauges. One of them oil pressure, one of them temp. Here's another. I'm sure that's gauges. Okay, I'll show you guys this a little better. Here's some gauges that were obviously put in there later, and then the original. So I'm guessing the things I'm looking at are maybe going to these original ones, and they just left them disconnected. The truck was switched to a on the floor. It was a column shift originally. I would, if I restore it, I would probably go back to the column shift, because I would just make it factory. I might even go to the original green that you can see here, but it sure looks pretty the way it is. So probably leave it the way it is, at least for now. And maybe if I restore it, it'll go back to the blue. Like I said, I've got one that I can leave patina. So this, I've got the parts truck. Let me go show you guys that while I let this sit anyway. So I keep talking about a parts truck. You guys might not know what I'm talking about, so I'm gonna go show you. I'll introduce you to a couple of the others. That's Green Truck. That's Larry. He's a 77. Green Truck's an 87 GMC. Used to be a conservation truck. That's my SS. That's my 75 Caddy. This was my grandfather's. He bought it brand new. And goal is to build a barn back here. The this is the parts truck. I actually picked this up from Dalton at a Pole Barn Garage. If you remember off his channel, he actually posted a video where he was trying to get this guy running and didn't have any luck. It was stuck pretty bad. So I picked it up mainly for the seat, which I guarantee this door is not going to open because I'm talking to you, but it'll open. There you go. I needed this seat bottom. I had the back, I didn't have the bottom. So this one's a little rougher, but for what I plan to do with it, it will work. We'll probably throw it in an S10 frame with an LS just for Dalton, because you know we know he loves LS's, but yeah. So this will be the patina build, man. And if any of you guys know, if you know, or who had this, what's the story behind this? I really do actually care about the stories behind cars. I don't just talk about loving it. I want to know. But yeah, this is I'm guessing old grain truck. But yeah, and there's all the other things. There's a video on my channel on pulling this guy out. We got the original wheels off to get tires on, but we'll be doing this guy eventually. It's a 89 Pontiac Grand Prix Turbo. It's actually a really rare car. This one eventually too, future project. It's a 89. This is the Western Hauler. It's our 89 Western Hauler 3+3. So it's got a 454 with a turbo 400. It does run. Transmission, I don't know what's going on. I think somebody stole the radiator out of her because the lines and stuff aren't hooked up in the front. So, but you throw some gas in it, it'll start. I got a couple of Power Strokes. The OBS, that's a grandpa truck. I know the story, I know the family that came from. That one's never leaving. This one, I don't know about yet. That one might leave. I got it from the same family, but this one's not as sentimental of a vehicle. Both of these are manuals. That's a 5-speed, that's a 6-speed. And both Power Strokes. Obviously the newer one's intercooled. I'm not really a diesel guy, so I don't know how to work on them. Parts burb. That's Larry's new engine, because I'm just gonna put it out there. Cat eyes are only good for LS swaps. Pete, cat eyes. Anthony, cat eyes. only good for LS swaps. So, and then little 318 and you know, Mike Breaking Bad's car. So this is awesome. This is my son's. That's my son's. You know, and he ended up being he works for the sheriff's department. So I don't know if there was a theme going on that I didn't pick up on originally. So that's the Cuddy. That will get an LS in it. And this is gonna be my little sleeper. 4.6 inside of this. So this is a pretty badass car, honestly, for just driving. It's a little rough, but you know, it's a nicer, you know, Mustang. It's a Mustang with class, because you know, new edge Mustangs and whatever they call those SN95s, they're kind of ugly. Again, come at me, Pete. It is what it is. So so I wandered around, come back here. What do I do next? Let's see, we get some in there. My curiosity is kind of getting to me. I might find a battery and throw it in. The only thing I don't know is I don't know how to tell the difference between a 6-volt and 12-volt. So, but I wouldn't mind just seeing if it'll crank over a couple times. So I'll be right back. So I found this completely probably not good battery that clearly came out of a junkyard. Let me see if it even has a voltage. So I think we're shooting for 12 and a half. Oh. Some of y'all in the comments probably know better than I, but I think batteries are 12 volt. I got 12.45, so I have no clue. Like I said, I haven't touched it. I think I stole this battery out of one of those diesels, but or at least that was the intention for it. So let's just see what happens. Maybe probably start a fire. Oh, if you don't know, here's how you find out. The battery for one of these is actually underneath the floor in here. So, okay. That's the tie down. There's that. There's the battery. So I only got one that's way too massive to fit down here. No. I'm guessing that's what it goes right there. Okay. That's great. This one's black. You assume that that's ground. And this one's red. So, you know, power. But then you come down here. And that one's on the frame. So I don't know about that. Yeah, I don't know which one's which. So again, you tell me, is a 6-volt backwards? Because there is a thing where it's ground positive. I don't know what the right word is. Ground negative. I don't. Sounds like I'm making it up, but I honestly don't know. But let's see. I'm gonna do the Google Web thingy and figure out that, because I really don't need a fire. The thing survived, you know. It's from 49. It's 75 years old. I don't need to be the guy that burns it down. So let me check on the Googles. Okay, instead of using that battery that's never gonna fit in the hole, I'm gonna cheat. We got green truck right here, and I have these amazing, really long lead jumper cables. So I'm just gonna go right to the source. I traced this guy here to the battery. You know, the black one. I'll ground this somewhere. Probably this big ground strap is right here. See what I did here? Got the jumper cable in here. I'm just gonna check these guys. Make sure I got 12 volts. And I got it here, so I don't know if I can have 2 hands. Okay, got 12. Oh, I'm in the worst spot ever. I'm gonna get shot. Oh, wait a minute. This is one of those foot. Is this the foot one? No. One of them loser switches everybody talks about. So I think I'm about to get sprayed with. Oh. Okay. Let me see if I can work it through that.
my silliness.
I probably should make sure this thing's in neutral, because I have not done that. That may or may not be the issue. Let's see. Hey, I'm an idiot. This goes all the way around. I'm not strong enough to move a whole car with the fan blade. Okay, so let's try again with a little starter. Oh, see, yeah, I knew it was gonna spray me. Okay, so we got a little bit of compression. There is some stuff coming out of them cylinders. So I made a bloodbath. Probably all y'all are screaming, this shit has left it for a day or two. I'm kind of excited to see this thing running, you know. I'm kind of excited to get it going, so you gotta bear with me. So I'll throw a little more of that Marvel in there. I will let it soak a little longer. I just wanted to see if it'd spin over, if the starter would work, what other things I need to look at. I'll probably pop this cap off here and take a look at see how much of it's corroded. And then I'm gonna assume the coil's fine, because they don't go bad. It's not been left in the key on. There's no battery in here. It doesn't look swollen or popped, so it should be fine. Like I've said, swollen caps, they'll get this, or you'll see a bunch of corrosion from where like the compound or whatever that's in it, dielectric, has popped out because it got overheated because the key was left on. Yeah, let's pop this guy out. That would make a good mess. Yeah, there was some corrosion that popped off there. What is this called? The Mortsky flick? I do have my Mortsky screwdriver somewhere, but I don't have it on me. You didn't see that. It's got, I know it's not a flat blade, bear with me. Let me get it. That will probably need some more attention. But, okay. Let's pop this guy off. Okay. Get you down here. Let's see. There's inside the distributor. There's the points. It does have some Okay, our opening. Okay, close again. Okay. So. That just broke. So I will need a set of points. Made a mess. Put this guy back on. Come on. There we go. I poured a little Marvel Mist Oil down the carb too. I'm just gonna suck it through. Oh hey, I don't know if you guys can see this, but watch this. That noise, that coil's going nuts. I might need one of these wires because it's actually, or either that or just because it. I think I have spark. Some points are must be working. Huh. Man, wouldn't that be a crazy shit? Shit. Let me spray this through. Let me run this through and get this like a hydrolock. Okay. I'm gonna throw these spark plugs back in. The thing is, I don't know how that coil's getting energized. I don't know enough about it. Okay, got those in. I don't know. Let's just throw some fuel in it. So I'm gonna go grab a little. Okay, I'm gonna do the cardinal sin. I got some card pointer, but I have already put a little marble. I think that was get the green truck started so we actually we're not killing the battery. Even though the beautiful thing about a manual is you can roll start. So, but I'm gonna get that going. I'm gonna make sure that I have a hot wire going from the coil to the 12 volts. So I should have an alligator clip somewhere. I'll be right back. Okay, so I made a, no, I used the right color, black. And that's just jumping to make sure I maintain 12 volts on that coil. is running. Starter a second. It's getting a little warm. I don't want to kill it. This engine's really clean, to be honest, for what it is. I know my grandpa LaRue, he took good care of stuff. He was LaRue is a truck driver most of his life, but he also worked at like service stations. And then there was a Harper Gas and Oil, so he was very much a tinkerer on cars. So was my other grandfather, Grandpa Harper, or sorry, Grandpa Adams. LaRue is Grandpa Harper. So, but this is LaRue's truck. My other grandpa's is the Cadillac. Let me check. Okay. is it coming up? Crazy. Come back around. So that probably wraps up what I'm going to do today. Honestly, my goal was just to come out, get it, kind of crank over. I wasn't even planning to try to start it at all. So just mainly get some Marvel Mist oil in it and let it sit. I'm going to get some parts ordered, get an actual battery that fits, so I can crank it longer. And then I'll get kind of at least scavenge up a fuel system. I'll probably do that in the next video. So, but yeah, that's about it for today.